Hello everyone, it's me Wokey here. This time I'm actually here with Jeice. No family members. Say hello, Jeice.
Hello.
Hello. And we're here because Jeice, I don't know if you heard, word on the street is they added DBZ, or as they call it in Japan manga side, Dragon Ball. They added Super Saiyan Goku to the banner.
Ooh.
And so let me quickly just show you the banner to show you what dudes were in here. It's a shame we don't have Captain Ginyu because he would have gladly known some of these people. We got Kaioken Goku, who later will turn into Super Saiyan. This girl from To Love Ru, I think. I don't remember. And Hat Guy from Sket Dance. Better known as the anime Captain Ginyu constantly told us to watch. And
God, he's still trying to get us to watch Sket Dance, and I was like, that doesn't sound like a real name.
It doesn't. It's a shame because there's actually a big Sket Dance update, and he ain't here. So one of the few times he would have legit been able to talk to us about Sket Dance, and he ain't here.
What I love about Ginyu is that he'll always recommend anime to us before like it's public knowledge, and he'll know what's fucking hot and what's real good, but then we just kind of shut him down because he straight up comes at us with like the full Japanese name.
Yeah, he does. Okay,
and it's not like My Hero Academia. It's like
Baku no Hero.
Yeah, it's like the long name.
Yeah, it's he likes to do that. Before we dunk on more Ginyu, let's just say this is the team that we'll be working on. We have here Kid Gohan. Gohan.
Nice.
He comes from the new quest area. We got Bakugo here. We have, I don't remember his name, but he's from a Shonen Jump manga that got canceled for being too fucked up.
Well, he looks pretty fucked up. He looks like, because he's wearing that Goku, Goku from
the Monkey King.
Yeah, the monkey. He's wearing the Monkey King crown.
Yeah, so he's also based off of Journey to the West.
Okay.
And we have Red Saga, and we have Soma from Shingeki no Soma, which I think is food cooking. Good show.
Yeah. Or in English, just simplified to Food Wars.
Yeah, that's the simple way of saying it. So here it is. We're going to be trying this on the hardest difficulty, and while it's not hard, these dudes do take a lot of damage. So there's a chance that if I fail, I'll just move on to the next one because I just want to show it.
Namek Saga.
Yes, Namek Saga. And I've beaten this on my main account. But let's click the intro. This is the intro to the Namek Saga, so you can remember it in all its glory.
Hell yeah, I do.
Man.
Man.
You know what's sad about this is that I'm reminded so much of what went wrong with Dokkan as
as you look at the beautiful panels that are just hey, it's me.
Yeah, here's Goku being the shit of all members of the Mew Force. Here's Goku doing the sexy archback.
Look at that. Goku got back.
And then here's a bunch of other panels. I really like what they've done with this. The only thing I'll say that is a big messed up for me is that they do not have a manga panel dedicated to Krillin getting blown up. That's like my biggest fault with it. Alright, this will be our team and then we'll get going. Alright, so this is basically
whoa. Why are there two? Oh wait, never mind, I was two.
Yeah, I'm allowed to have two because one's a leader. And this will take you for the Namek Saga. It starts with, I want to say, like, fighting. So, yes, as you remember, the ship...
I love the ships from Namek. Like, they're so interesting.
Yeah, it's a real interesting thing, especially when you think of it as, like, it's a really old one. If you remember these guys, Apple... no, this isn't... Yeah, Apple, I think Cabbage or something, I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember that. We wasted so much time on them. I remember that.
Yeah, we did. And then the boss for this stage is Kui, who you may remember as the guy that fucking Vegeta blows up with, I think, a move called Dirty Fireworks. Just to show you how... And he takes a lot of... Thankfully, he's very weak, so these guys have no problem. But yeah, that's the only like negative thing I have to say about this event is that there's no good like Krillin blowing up, and I think that's mainly because it would have been real fucked up for a, in theory, kids game.
Now I notice you got a team of 4 red guys and 1 yellow.
Oh yeah, the reason behind that is that this Gohan is a leader for red and yellow, so The reason it's like this is because, one, red is the strongest. In terms of pure power, they have a lot of power. So I go with red a lot of the time. So for the main damage dealing, I got red. And then Soma is the best healer in the game. So for the off chance I do need healing, he'll be there. And as you see here, the medals you get are Krillin, Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza, but it's not Vegeta. But yeah, that's why I have right here. So later on, when I actually do need like healing, Soma will be there. I like this guy's name, Gaku. Goku, that's lucky, man. I think a Goku lead will be just fine. Oh man, did I forget to give everyone manga panels? That's fine. That's fine. So anyway, yeah, Dragon Ball. So how you been, Jace? As we get into this,
I got married.
I remember.
I got married to Bulma.
Canon. Jace gets married to Bulma.
Don't bother adding at us. You just, it's truth. I'm Trunks' father.
That's why he looks so strangely reddish.
Where do you think he got that boss ass hair?
Yeah, it's true. Actually, the fucking Vegeta doesn't have boss ass hair. He's like a tiny little hedgehog man.
Let's see what else. You came to the wedding. That was cool.
Yeah, it was. It was a full mini Mew Mew Force reunion, because I say reunion, but we've seen each other we see each other enough in the day. It's not like we went years without seeing each other in public.
Well, you and Raccoon see each other a lot.
Yeah, we do, for various reasons.
Sometimes it's hard to get a hold of Ginyu.
Yeah, Ginyu is just like Ginyu, he's constantly changing that body. Being a new person, it's hard.
Also, goddamn, Ginyu looks good. He looks like he's in shape right now.
Yeah.
Same thing with Raccoon.
What you're saying is that everyone's looking pretty good except for me.
No, I know I'm not looking great.
No, we both decided.
I will say though, you clean up very well, sir.
Yeah, you do too. I see you enough times in suits, but it always is nice to see you in there. My average look, because people don't know how I look, is usually like a bridge troll, like a young Danny DeVito in his prime. But
that is nowhere near the truth. I'd say closer to Andre the Giant on a casual day off.
Okay, yeah. You know what? Like that, but like slightly more intelligible than Andre the Giant. I'm not going around going, "Oh, my good friend, Jay, good to see you."
I felt really bad because I once read a quote that Andre the Giant really wanted to visit the theater. Like, he was really into theatricals and his musicals and things of the like, but he felt like he could never go to the theater because it was unfair, because he knows that he would block somebody.
Yeah, that's true.
That and the seats were like too small for him. So I constantly feel bad and think about that whenever I'm at the theater, and I just kind of slump down in my seat because I am also a man of tall stature and big size. I'm just like, God damn it.
But then you remember you're doing it for Andre.
I'm doing it for Andre. This one's for you, Andre.
One of the greatest big men in the history of, I'll say, cinema and wrestling, to be fair. His turn in Princess Bride is iconic, I'm safe to say that. I'm biased because he's a wrestler, but I'll say plenty of people love him in that movie. And also, great. Like, even though he had probably one of the biggest, he has the problem of having, big guy voice, but also being French. So.
Oh, is he French? I didn't know that.
He's not French, but he comes from... God damn it, I'm so angry because I'm a big wrestling guy and I can't remember where the fuck he's from. But he comes from a village in France. Somewhere that's the main language is speaking French, because there's plenty of places out there that speak French but are not French. So he's one of them. When they found him, he was in a village somewhere. So he wasn't a big city French guy. But yeah, he had that, and even without that, he was able to deliver some great lines in there. Where he's like, well... God damn it, what is that line when he says what he said? Would you rather I smash your head against the rock? No, would rather you not. So yeah, you got married. We cleaned up good like Andre.
Yeah, I got married. Let's see. Aside from that, it's been dealing with work because they even contacted me during my wedding, which was stressful.
Yeah, that's let me tell you, someone who constantly gets...
when you're a lead, you know.
That's true. When you got the leader skill, you're always looked on to go and do your best.
Let's see. Oh, I've got chicken news.
You got chicken news?
I've got chicken news.
Okay.
That's been an eventful week. The
chicken sirens.
Chicken news. Things are going down at McDonald's. I was sad. One, before I get to the McDonald's thing, rest in peace, my local KFC.
Oh no, did you lose?
Yeah, I lost my KFC that was near me, and I went to it trying to go get chicken the other, 2 weeks ago, and it was just gone. They didn't, they took down the sign, the building was still there, but they took down the KFC sign and all the imagery of which, and I just got really sad. And so then I had to get chicken strips from Jack in the Box, which are okay, but they're not
KFC.
The same level. No, it's not the same, and I wanted that finger licking sauce.
That's sad. You literally experienced the phantom pain.
Yeah, God damn it. It was so rough.
So beautiful. I mean, yeah, that sucks having your local eatery. I'm used to having a Pollo Loco, and if that shit closed, I don't know what I'd do with myself.
Oh, I introduced Bulma to, not introduced, but reintroduced her into new El Pollo Loco. If you haven't been to an El Pollo Loco in a while, El Pollo Locos everywhere have cleaned the fuck up.
Yeah.
They're on top of their game. I highly recommend getting one of the chicken quesadilla wraps. Those are really good. Or the classic chicken. The classic chicken's always good.
Yeah, I can vouch for that as someone who went since I was 18 till currently, that many years straight, eating nothing but that chicken.
I will say though, it's been through.
Shit.
Fuck.
I'll add a noise right there. I'll edit it. Start again.
I will say though, Wokey has been through a lot of El Pollo Loco, through good and bad. I would say recently, they're going through a real hot good phase right now.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. If you haven't given them a try recently, or if you're just thinking about what they used to be, they're not that anymore. They really reinvented themselves. They have a lot of the classic items still, and they still got that classic good flavor, but everything surrounding El Pollo Loco in general has just gotten so much better.
It's been kind of surprising as someone who's been a loyal Pollo Loco person ever since my dad said to me, hey, you should eat at El Pollo Loco. Because I think
the J-Bot, what is this panel?
I think this is from Captain Ginyu's favorite show, Skit Dance.
Such an, what is the fucking term?
Ahegao?
Ahegao face?
You know what? The fucked up thing is that I also thought that while looking at it. And I keep pulling that thing too, because I pull a lot from that banner.
Oh, okay.
And I constantly see that girl's face and I keep laughing.
That's immediately what you think, just rolled back eyes.
Yeah, it looks like she's getting something.
Apparently that was a meme for a while on Tumblr, and so it's just people just post. I'm I'm not sure if every one of these people know. I know definitely a good chunk of them are cosplayers, and they know what that is. But then there's obviously some
Non-anime
fucking
people.
teens and non-anime people who just started like getting on the boat because they see everyone making this fucking silly face. And like there's just people taking selfies with the ahegao face, and I'm just like, whoa, what the hell is going on?
That's a very troublesome face.
It's a very troublesome face.
Who do you think was the first person ever to like draw that face? It was like, this is how a woman looks like during the moment.
Which is completely inaccurate, but
yeah,
like
you're married. You can confirm that doesn't happen.
confirm that doesn't happen, or maybe I'm just not doing it good enough. Who knows?
Yeah, that's when it's too good.
Oh, all right. So back to chicken
That's the
news.
face I make when the chicken's real good at Pollo Loco.
That's the real good chicken face. That's the face I make when I have the crunchy taco from El Pollo Loco. Which, by the way, the crunchy chicken taco from El Pollo Loco is... They make them fresh. They're so fucking good. They're like... Oh, goddamn, they're good tacos. They're quality tacos.
Yeah, and so the thing I was gonna say, because I've been there for so many years, is that there was a point where, and you're gonna say this is weird because it happened to me, but also this is only something that can happen to me. I was eating the rice one day and I was like, this is different. They changed.
Something has changed.
They changed at one point, and I think they legitimately did change the recipe for the rice at one point in my local Pollo Loco. It tasted different for that brief moment. I've gotten used to it now, but at that time there was a definite feeling of like, what is this strange rice?
Was it bad? Was it
No,
good? Because I remember the rice being kind of like in the past soggy and bland.
It was serviceable. Like, there's a reason why I was able to eat it, which I had to eat it with like beans and stuff, and like I'd put chips on it.
You spiced your own stuff up.
Do I? I don't put any spice on anything.
No, I mean like throwing the beans in, throwing the chips on it.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yes, I would have to. That's the way I would eat. It was kind of like, it was, weirdly enough, it had less flavor, I'd say, than white rice. The rice that's supposed to have no flavor. It was kind of something to put in your mouth, but now I can definitely tell there's like a taste to it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's different. And I want to say maybe the beans change, but I also think sometimes I can taste when certain ingredients are fresher than usual. So that's just that's my spidey sense. I can tell when Pollo Loco has changed.
That's your old Pollo Loco sense.
Yes, exactly. And yeah, food. So yeah, your KFC locally is now down.
Yeah. So KFC is now down, but in the same vein of like chicken news, I've made some startling discoveries at, of all places, McDonald's.
What's chicken stuff? And go ahead.
Now, an important thing to know is McDonald's, for a short period of time, got rid of a majority of their sauces. So, like, you could only get the big three, which was barbecue, sweet and sour, and ranch.
Really? Because I have been getting spicy there for years.
The spicy mustard?
No, not the spicy mustard. There's like a spicy buffalo sauce.
Yeah, I believe that one has come and gone, but like the three standards are barbecue, sweet and sour, and ranch.
Okay, I see.
And like interchangeable, sometimes they have a spicy mustard, and sometimes they have that spicy buffalo sauce that you talked about. Mm-hmm. They used to have honey as a sauce. This was like prevalent through the 90s to, I want to say, the early 2000s. And then it was gone. Which made me very sad because
they put it in the Disney Vault?
They put it in the McVault. And I was very McSad. I was McSad for years because what I would eat my nuggies with, my classic chicken nuggies with like the bell shapes and the little footy boot, I'd enjoy that with some good honey, just plain honey. So I'd have to go home and just like pour out some honey and just do it myself. Honey is back, everybody.
Shit,
honey is back. Honey is back. I don't know. It's because if the bees are back, because the bees are coming back.
So you're saying McDonald's is like the main chef at McDonald's? Like we had to stop it because due to the like economic times, bees are already having enough problem without having to cater to our fat ass size.
Service all the McDonald's for honey.
Exactly.
Which I'm sure is like maybe 2% honey, like fucking, 98% like sugar and water.
The main chef at McDonald's ran out the kitchen and he went to the bee farm and he just let all the bees go.
But I believe the honey returning has something to do with McDonald's getting chicken strips again.
Yeah, that's right. Chicken strips like disappeared for a long ass time, right?
Chicken strips disappeared. And I don't want to rag on the McDonald's chicken strips. I'd get them sometimes because if I was in a pinch, I just want some chicken strips instead of some nuggies. But let me tell you, the new chicken strips, they're called buttermilk strips. They're fucking good. Like they're moist on the inside. They got a good crunch on them. You pair them up with the honey. It's really good. And also they have a McDonald's signature sauce that they've just created, which is, if you haven't had finger licking sauce, I will say this is a finger licking sauce variant. Is very similar.
Oh, like a remix.
Like a remix. Like they got a taste of what KFC was doing, and they heard our podcast. They said, man, these guys are really jazzed about finger licking sauce. We gotta compete.
And then they weren't like, they also were doing this while ignoring all the Rick and Morty fans who were like, Szechuan sauce. They were like,
yeah,
obviously, the
well,
real
actually,
money.
More news. Szechuan sauce is back.
Oh, is it actually returned back, or is it one of those
It's gonna
things?
come back. It's gonna come back at participating McDonald's on October 7th. Everywhere for one day only.
They should do in tandem, like Disney should release Mulan back into the theaters for one day.
That'd be cool. They should do that. They should really do that.
But I doubt like the big mouse upstairs is gonna be like, yeah, let's follow the lead of the Adult Swim show. That would be good.
I honestly thought that McDonald's was probably gonna they probably contacted Disney and they're like, hey, is that live action Mulan movie ready yet? Because we're ready to sell this sauce.
People are hungry for the sauce, man.
They are going bananas for this sauce that we haven't had.
And all because some dude just started talking about it.
Yeah. And the worst part is that I'm going to be on a boat.
Oh, when the sauce is released?
When the sauce is released for the one day only. So, very sad about that news.
You know what you should do? You should get for Bulma, you should get you should do a Kage no Buncho and get a shadow clone version of you to be on the boat.
No, because I want to be on that boat. I paid money to be on that boat, damn it.
So you can, but do you want the clone to eat the sauce? No.
No.
I guess you could have the clone put it in your house, but that's a good solution to your problem. I'm looking for bad solutions to your problem.
Clone, don't eat the sauce, and be like, well, too bad. I ate it anyways.
I'm you.
I'm you.
You knew the second that you put yourself on this that you would not eat the sauce. You basically gave me Schrodinger sauce. Man, that's unfortunate.
So that's a lot. That's a lot of chicken news.
It's been a while since we've had a chicken update.
Yeah. So again, I highly recommend the new chicken strips from McDonald's. The McDonald's signature sauce. It's all right. It's not finger licking sauce. It's very similar. I would say it's like finger licking sauce combined with Big Mac sauce.
Okay.
It has a very complicated flavor palette. Oh, we're fighting Frieza already.
Oh yeah, we are. By the way, we're fighting full power Frieza. This is actually going to be pretty tough because, as you can see, I'm not doing shit to him, to Frieza, I should say.
Frieza's a genderless alien. I don't know what that is.
I mean, Frieza's entire race is genderless. So that's actually the weird thing is that growing up, I had always assumed that Frieza was a girl, but that's because they gave him a female voice.
I think same. Yeah, I assume the same as well. I think it's because of, the very defined eyes and lipstick as well.
Yeah, and the way he kind of Frieza is able to. Regardless, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I just call him because I'm a him, so it's easier for me.
I don't know what Frieza identifies as, aside from ruler of the universe.
Yeah, the Space Emperor, like in Mulan. Y'all remember the Space Emperor Mulan?
That was my favorite Mulan. Mulan 3.
Yeah, that was after she got dates for the 3 side characters in the first Mulan.
Yeah, Mulan Mushu's Moon Mash was my favorite Disney film.
It's nothing compared to Mulan 4, though. Lucky Cricket Returns. he was gone for so long. Like, after he returns, it's amazing. And I think Frieza is now dead because this dude right here was my ace in the hole the entire time.
Hey.
Bakugo is fucking pumped.
Bakugo, stupid as Bakugo.
Man, we have to remember at one point to return to Pokemon as well, because we need to punish Bakugo for killing Whoopers.
We're not going to return to Pokemon.
Yes, we are. We're going to return to Pokemon. The thing is that I want all you guys to be in the room, and that's very hard to do. So I think I'm probably going to play some Pokemon solo, and then when I go to big gym battles, I'll include you guys in. That might be the only way we get Pokemon ever done, with our busy-ass schedules. And now, thank you, everyone. That was the Namek saga. That was all of it. Fucking cat. You piece of shit cat.
Dun, 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 dun.
Goodbye.
Bye.